So hello everyone, welcome to my review of Sword Oratoria episode 11. I thought it was a pretty good episode. I mean, the big problem the way I think it's obviously it's the first half isn't that good. The first half is just another, build up and so on. And that would be good if it was like, let's say episode 8, I think around 8, was like this was. And then this episode 11 would be episode 9, right? It's like 10 minutes build up, some, girls, each other, some boob action, yada yada, some relationship, and then we get to the action in the second half. That would have been fine, but because it's been like 2 episodes of like one common episode, which I really liked though, with the Rare and Lefeya and Ben, that was a really fun episode. But the next episode, but it still had no story to that. The next episode is purely, whatever build up, a lot of Bell, not anything new, and then another 10 minutes of build up. So that I think is the biggest episode, definitely. The first half is just whatever. So I'm not gonna say much about the first half, to be honest. It has some good jokes. I like the part with Tsubaki talking to Ice. She's like, oh, I remember you was running around like a living blade, just cutting through people, living wind child kind of thing, right? And she's like, but you're much kinder now and you've grown. It's like, I'm weaker. So we say, no, I mean you're better now. Like, I'm weaker. Yeah, I understand I'm weaker. It's like, no. It's like, yeah, Ice is like, yes, I understand it. I'm weaker. It's like, yeah, I used to be more. Yeah. I'm weaker now. That was pretty good. For sure, that was kind of funny. Of course, naked 2-1 and 2-1 and so on. That was good, right? Lefeya Network again. Yeah, some jokes there, being pissed off and so on. Generally, but yeah, the first half wasn't that good, but it was some jokes. But as I say again, then problem is they can have done that 2 episodes in a row, right? Pretty much that. So it's time to get to full action, right? After that, we go to action. After that, we started traveling, and it felt a little weird. Like one thing I didn't like there, which I don't get at all, is that they have this huge party with this huge expedition to get like 50, right? And then it's like, okay, we know we're just leaving everyone behind us. It's like, we get here, it's like the big raid party, it's like 200 people, like Rivera's like, what's the spell on us? Then only the main character, Ice, and her like positive, right? Tijuana, Dansho, like Garrett, Rivera, Lefeya, Tsubaki, and the new woman, right? And Raul and the supporter. They're the only one actually moving in, right? And the rest is standing there like, yeah. That felt so weird. I was like, what? Especially because we talked about earlier last episode when they were like, yeah, Garrett, he's leading second expedition and yada yada. It's like they have high level 6 people protecting the weaker ones and so on, right? Like the raid parties. They had like 2 full raid parties, right? But then they pretty much just left, the 1 full raid party, and another like most of the raid party just kept like the highest level member, and you just run in with like 1 party. It was like 1.5 parties. So I was like, what? That makes like so sense. And also felt a little weird too that they're like, I think they had this system like every 10th level is a safe zone-ish, right? Even though they have had battles that many safe zones in the story, like 20 and 10 and so on. But anyway, they're mostly safe zones. But it felt kind of weird too, that they left them all there. Because they talked about this, like, oh, we need Garrett, we need this guy and so on. It's like, why didn't they leave, like, Rivera or Garrett or Finland to defend everyone else, right? And it's just like, wow. If anything happens now on the 50, that, like, why would it not happen? Stuff because it usually happens in MMA. And they would pretty much all die, right? Like there were like 70 members they left on 50 without anyone at 5 or 6, because you took like the 6 people and the 5 people and then run in, right? like 1 or 2, 4 people, like Lefeya pretty much, and then he just like left all the like 1 to 4s pretty much, like they left them at the 50. That just seems strange. I was like, what the hell? Well, buddy, so no, but I could get it better if you said, okay, we're gonna run in here, Garrett, you stay here with second party if we need you, and you play the guy. Yeah, sure, and then he stays there. Yes, they need him because he's strong, but maybe we should also take the rest of the guild pretty much, right? Yeah. And then we see the rest. I get they can't animate like 7 people running around here fighting dragons, that would be way too much money. But I was just saying in general, that would make it more sense if they actually left one of the higher levels up, right? Like with the second party, like as backup party, if they will get injured, they can call for them, they can come. They probably won't come for them because it's a drama and so. But that would make more sense to me, and also would make more sense generally, like it's protecting the weaker guns. Anyway, they run in there, and then what can you say? It's a pretty good battle. They get this whole thing, and they fall down like 7 levels. So they're like, I liked actually hopefully with Lefeya first saving you because she was a nice person, right? And then afterwards she's like, I'm gonna die, and like Tijuana, and they're like, no, we can carry you, baby. And she grabs her with her hands and like jumps down with her like that, right? Carrying her was just mad at them, and they're like, yeah. That was great because she was like, she's amazed, she can't handle like the fall damage, right? So, like, I can carry you and take your fall damage for you. So that was good. And if you ever play like World of Warcraft or so on, right? you just have fall damage that you will die if you fall from a cliff and so on. But he's like, I have high stamina, I can carry you and take your fall damage and my fall damage and survive. So that was something good. There was a good note there. It's just like, no, it's fine, honey. I can do it. I'm a beef girl. Yeah, almost it. You want is, muscular, physical fighter. Just like, no, I can take both of our fall damage together. Friendship. Yeah. And also they slept together the night before too, so there's some bonding there. So yeah, that's nice. That was nice. And the end of that, it was pretty okay and so on, right? Not much happened though, right? And then we get to this really weird discussion about, but Sue's family has been on a family had been there before. And then next I say, no, we're entering unexplored territory. It's like, true, I suppose, because that's changed the territory. But haven't Zeus been down here earlier, even further down? So it can't really be, completely uncharted, because they even have Zeus manual for it. It's like, Zeus manual, it's like, that line there was a little weird. It's like, no, you said that. Doesn't that kind of like define that thing? That's a little weird. But anyway, I guess it used to be in an ice glacial world, like level 60 is supposed to be, 59 plus is supposed to be like ice, and it's like a tropical jungle instead for those like very hybrid plants, right? So they obviously changed, terraform that kind of planet, right? So yeah, the kind of plane of existence, whatever we call it. Yeah, so yeah, that's interesting. They also mentioned, of course, they would really be eating more hybrid souls. She mentioned it that how do they call it, Enro, Elvo, maybe in Indonesian. Would be angry. There has to be a spirit leader, which might be the plant that they come into later to here. And that makes sense to me. That makes sense. That name, yeah, like Enro, that's almost like entropy, entropy. So that's like, something like that. That's a god, the classic old Titan god, right? Yeah, like time, Kronos, and so on, right? So that makes sense. And because spirit seems to be almost be older than gods, so stronger, though. I don't know. Yeah, spirit is something else, right? But if spirits are more natural, they will be older, right? Because they would be more like, fire and like her mother or as wind, right? So they would be more older than gods. Because they should be like the living embodiment of the natural element. And Ender would probably be like entropy, right? So it would be like the, like how universe just, falls under, yeah, like the distance of like chaos, right? The void between and so on, right? Yeah, that, whatever, something like that. But the ending, of course, with the actual planned woman speaking to them, and Arya, she says Arya, and Ice is like, oh, it's a spirit, and I'm just getting this Steven Universe feeling more and more. The more I watch it, the more I get the Steven Universe feeling, right? In Steven Universe, it's not a big sport, but it's episode 1 pretty much. Steven Universe, the main character's mother had to give her life, right, to kind of give birth to him. Episode like 4,000 like that. So he is his mother, but also his own person, because he's like carrying his mother's gem, right? And I just get this feeling, everyone is like, oh, that's Arya when they see Ice. And it's like, did they see Arya in Ice? So I was wondering if she had to die or something, but then Ice wouldn't have memories of her. Or like, when she died, she maybe like infused her daughter with her spirit, god power or something. Like, or it entered Ice automatically because she was her daughter. She inherited the wind god power or something. Because it's like, kind of like, because like, why would everyone you say, obviously it's very similar to Mother in looks, but like everyone of these kind of like weird spirit people seem to see Arya inside of Ice, right? Or do you see Arya? And like in Steven Universe, it's definitely Steven Universe. In Steven Universe, when they see Steven's gem, they see him as Rose Quarter, because the gems don't see the body, right? They see the actual like gem power you have. Your gem is to interesting. That's your actual like soul and your body for them, right? So when you see his rose quartz, like, yeah, that's rose quartz more than the physical body around it, right? And it's kind of like that's how I feel here with Arya and Ice, because everyone's like, oh, that's Arya to me. Like, yeah, they see Arya, they don't even see that. He's like, I'm not Arya's mother. They're like, yeah, you say that, but you look exactly like Arya, and they don't look exactly the same, for us viewers at least. They don't look the same. It feels more like something another spirit would say, right? She's like, that sounds like a spirit. Create this dark thing around her eyes. She said that sounds like a spirit to me. So I could imagine this plant thing being controlled by, but it might be controlled by Endro, right? Because definitely looks like a female. I mean, all of them look like females. But why would she be a plant? Because they would mention that's like a corrupted version of some kind of man-eating plant, right? Like why would she become that? Doesn't it make more sense? That she would control it? She would control it somehow from her lair or something, right? That she's controlling all of these things. That she controls like her main physical body, maybe. can also be that they can't really, because the rarest didn't want to believe that Ice could be a daughter of her spirit. So maybe they can't really give birth. That's why I'm thinking again, like Steve Universe, if you give birth, you might die from that, so like something like that, right? So to kind of change like that, and it would be like, no, she can't give birth, but you can create this physical form, like this plant, so you can possess something. Maybe, I don't know, but I would guess that this plant thing is Andrew, the leader of them actually, but not in her like true form, but more like a form that she's currently controlling. This like major plant goddess kind of thing, right? Like the plant mother, and then she will be defeated by them. And then she will actually be, way back down at 59 or something else, with her actual, like, physical, like, maybe more like this is her current physical body, but her, like, spiritual body, like, her incorporeal, like, magic body would be somewhere else, right? That's what I would imagine. She's possessed this thing currently, and that will kill her if you kill the thing. But yeah, it's be interesting to see it. But episode, I don't know, yeah, like this episode, right, the first half wasn't good, and then there were some good action scenes. Definitely were. I mean, I think the anime has really good action scenes. It always has, but it was like, comedy, some drama building, and then just action. And then the last part, we see that the crystal thing the Ice got was like she can scry on her with that thing with the crystal ball. It's like, wow, surprise! The crystal Ice got was a trap. It's like, yeah, I couldn't see that coming. That the cloaker, like, come on, like Lunalek, come on, stop giving Ice stuff. Like, this is cry. Whatever you give her is also a trap. It's all a trap. Not much to say about, right? Yeah, and it gets the spirit, and like I'm guessing it's Andrew, and Ice is obviously not a human. I was saying for a while, but obviously Ice cannot be just a human. It would make no sense for the story that's going right now. And she might be adopted or something, but it would make no sense. Yeah, she has to be half human or maybe even non-human at all, right? Using a human form. I mean, the guys are in human shape, right? So like, Anyway, see you guys next week and have a great day.